Hello, Knight with normal controls, you say? I have bad news for you, brother. Very bad news for you. I've been struggling to figure out my control scheme for this. I remember I used to play this with keyboard anyway, because I tend to do a little bit better with platformers on keyboard, because my brain and hands for some reason like work better with it. It's a little more precise. But I don't fucking remember what my buttons were. I remember when I last played a platformer, it was Celeste, I think. And for Celeste, I use WASD and then some numpad buttons. Like I think numpad 0 and delete for dash and jump respectively. However, this game has a couple more buttons, so I kinda struggle to make that work with my brain. I think... Actually, I don't remember what the defaults even are. I think it's like arrow keys and then some control shift, whatever, the usual stuff. I don't really like that, I like movement on left hand. I could play on gamepad, which makes it a little bit more chill to play. But I also play significantly worse, so we'll see how that goes. I'll start with keyboard. I have this weird issue recently where... Well, recently it's got like 2 or so years already. Where whenever I play something with keyboard only, for some reason something about the way I place my wrists on my keyboard... Yes, my wrists on my keyboard. My hands on my keyboard fucks with my wrists a little bit, so I don't know if... we'll stick with it, but we'll give it a try. And if it becomes annoying, I'll just switch to pad, and then be bad at the difficult sections. Damn. Alright, total? Alright, dog? Hello, hello. So I've been wanting to play this again anyway. Watching Bango has given me the itch again, and then I started watching some YouTube stuff here and there. I was considering learning the any percent speedrun, because it's not actually that long or complex, but I decided against it and started a rando, thinking like a randomizer might be fun. I don't love item randomizers for games like this though, it turns out. Like, they're kinda cool, but something about just like the items being random rather than the enemies being random isn't as exciting to me. Like, I prefer the enemy randomizers in something like Dark Souls over item randomizers in something like Hollow Knight, so I figured, oh fuck it, let's just do a casual playthrough. And then the news about Silksong getting news came out, which is a weird way of phrasing it. But there's Silksong news, oh my god. So I was like, oh fuck, I actually have to do this then if I wanna get this done before Silksong's out. Now, for context, I have played this game a little bit. I have played through the game, like, at the time, all the way through, like, twice. Then I did the Steel Soul full playthrough for the achievement. I did the, like, play through the game fast for the achievement. I then had a playthrough that I started when the Godhome expansion came out. That got exactly to Godhome, and then I stopped playing. And then I decided at some point, oh yeah, I'm a streamer now, let me stream this game. And we did a stream playthrough all the way, almost up to Godhome, I think. And then I, for some reason, stopped playing. I think at that point I just started playing something else again. So here we are, with another attempt at playing through the way, playing through this game all the way. I've been doing, and before it's going straight to relief, yeah, I would be not entirely shocked, but rather like positively excited if they just decided out of nowhere to just fucking like, hey guys, it's done, here, have it. That would be sick. That would be such a good move after the massive amount of delays. Just like announcing it, or announcing like a future release or whatever would be... I mean, you know. Now, for what it's worth, I'm not someone that's sitting here like, oh my god, give me Silksong, please, oh my god, need Silksong, please, please, oh my god. Like, I'll be fine, even if it takes like another 3 or 4 years or whatever. As long as it comes out before I'll die, I'll be happy, I think. Even if it doesn't come out, honestly. The thing with, like, massively delayed games like that is that they always end up being worse than what your mind conjures up they're gonna be like. So, like, you're gonna sit there and think, oh my god, it's gonna be so sick, and oh, they're delaying it again, oh, but it's gonna be so sick. Like, you're just kind of hyping yourself up for failure, essentially. And, I don't know. I'll be fine without Silksong, to be fair, but I will play it when it comes out for sure. And if they shadow drop it, that'd be fucking sick. So I'm not gonna be complaining. Anyway, the point is, even though I've played a lot of this game, like I've got like 150 something hours, not quite, like 130 hours in this game, I have actually never fully beaten the full content. The time where I fiended this game was before Godhome came out, so by the time Godhome did come out, I was just kinda not as eager to play more of it anymore. So I never actually finished the Godhome endings and shit. So ideally we get there this time around. It's not happening because I'm currently streaming so inconsistently and so rarely, because I feel so fucking done all the time, that I'm probably not going to be streaming enough and playing enough to get there, but I will give it a shot. So we'll be tanking the heat, we'll be tanking a bit of sweat to play some chill Hollow Knight, hopefully chill. I was gonna start this yesterday, and then Bango announced on his channel like, oh, I'll do some funny Hollow Knight stuff later, and I was like, oh shit, in that case I'll just not stream, because if I stream Hollow Knight and then he also streams Hollow Knight later, that's kinda lame, right? Like, we'll switch from my playthrough to his playthrough, it's kinda disorienting and shit. Then he just didn't stream. I know that's not his fault because his internet was fucked and whatever, but I was actually a little like annoyed by that, because I was sitting there not really doing much or like waiting for him to start streaming, and I was like, oh, no stream, and I could have just streamed or whatever. So today I decided, ah, fuck it, I'll just stream it, and with we just both play Hollow Knight, that's gonna be fine. So yeah, we'll just tank it at this point. I am still at the end of Godhome. It hard, and I've given it a break for a while. Fair enough, yeah. I got pizza for that stream. Yeah, it was rough. He got absolutely shafted by the internet. It seems like people are getting shafted currently, weirdly, as well. Like, Art was having some fun where someone, like, another flat in his apartment burned down or something. Like, the apartment that he lives in, like a neighboring flat burned down or something. And he was, like, struggling with fixing shit, so that was great. And Bango internet troubles, not quite on the same tier of ass, but still also pretty ass. Like, it's rough. Anyway, let's do a game, shall we? I could maybe do some yapping while we're playing the game. So I'm probably not gonna be, like, doing, like, oh, full lore, mystery, wow, whatever. I just kind of want to play video game and chill, so I'll play it as it goes, and I'll be skipping the intro cutscene, I'm sorry. Or at least... let's at least skip the text, we can watch this part's fine. See, when I first played these cutscenes were all like fucking 20 FPS or something. They were stuttering like crazy. Wow. Orange. Get orange-fied. Still feels a little jittery, but that cutscene has always felt kind of to me. But we get to see the cute knight up close. Yeah, we probably watched the same video. Was it also Scurry's video? Because I've been watching a lot of Scurry's videos recently. Absolute gamer. Very good. Yeah, there's also the gamer that did the hitbox only video, which I thought was great. I fucked it. There's a trick there. If you like open the menu at the right time, you can get control of the character. Maybe even fast forward or something, I don't remember. Okay, so what are my buttons? What do I have on these two? I must have something there. There's no way I left that. Oh, that's probably dash, and then this is something else. Well, anyway. A game by Team Cherry. I think there's a secret there. Yeah, just go left at sword. Never found, unlucky. But they follow those presets? Yeah, that was great. And everyone being so upset at them, like, oh, how dare you, the poor innocent, whatever the fucks. Like, when they didn't do the quest or whatever, and were mean to Quirrell or whatever, it was great. Okay, this is my focus button, very good. I'll probably end up tinkering a little bit with the controls over time, because again, I kinda just winged those. Yeah, sure, whatever. Strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul and you shall achieve feats which others can only dream. So, I have a fun lore theory about this game, which I can't talk about because there's a very high chance Bango will at some point check out this one, and I don't want to be yapping about like actual spoiler story stuff that he is not even close to finishing. So I'll not talk about it, but I will say that I think these tablets are addressed at us as players, like directly, and that the higher beings are, in this case, ourselves. Get fucking spiked, idiot. I've always read these as like, not fourth wall breaking specifically, but like the game addressing the players as higher beings, or like seeing the players as higher beings in the canon of the world, which may or may not be true, I don't know. That's like part of it. Oh my god, I'm falling. Fury of the Fallen. Basically, red chest on ring. When we're on 1 HP, we do extra damage. Isn't this the one where you fall down through the chest? No, it isn't. I'm wrong. My bad. There's one where you fall down through the chest. Okay, up we go. I was watching a tool-assisted speedrun of those, and apparently they, like, every time they can, like, for a low ceiling or something, they jump, turn around, and turn around for 1 frame and hit the wall behind them to, like, get a tiny bit of a knockback. Like, see how if I, like, hit the wall there, it knocks me back a little bit? And the Taz was doing that for every single opportunity where you could, like, hit the wall and get, like, a teensy-tiny, like, not like speed boost per se, because you stay at the same speed, but you get a tiny bit of extra distance to the point of like being like 0.01 seconds or something gained every time, and they just do that every fucking verse. It's very funny. Oh, I fucked up. This is my menu button, right? Yeah. Actually... Oh, I might not have the button that you hold down to see the map while looking again. We jump here so we don't have to RP walk, because you're kind of slower walking through the city, and I think jumping is very slightly faster. So, we can equip our charm. It's probably not going to do anything, hopefully. I'll just go through this dialogue even though we're not truly getting anything from it. Okay, good. Wee. Boom. Okay, I don't know where I want to go first. I think left side is progress. Don't know how much there even is that we can grab on the right side earlier. So I have... How do I best say that in a way that makes sense? I don't have solid memory of the map. Like, I couldn't specifically tell you each room before we enter it and shit. But I have, like, instinctive memory of this map, so as in, like, I know this is the grub room, for example, and we don't have a grub tweet yet, so we don't need to go there. But, like, I'll sometimes be like, oh, I think this goes there, and just, like, be able to, by feel, go into certain places and directions, because I just, like, remember part of it still. But I can't, in advance, map out a route and be like, oh, this goes here, and that goes here, and, like, from this room we can go here by going this way, and so on and so forth. I just kind of have to play it as it comes. Oh, is this room? I think this is this room. Let me maybe not fuck this up if I can. Yeah, there we go. Get the drop early. I don't know if there's anything useful to right. Oops, that was bad. I was trying to down flash. But my hands were too slow. I wanna practice something. Can I even do that yet? There. If you open the inventory the frame you walk off a platform, you can open the inventory while you're falling, and that reduces, or rather removes the speed limit. Usually you have a falling speed limit where you reach terminal velocity and you don't go any faster. But if your inventory is open during it, you can actually fall faster than the limit is, like it doesn't stop your phone speed. Actually, yeah, I think there's nothing on the right side here. Let's go back to the left and get the map from corner 4. Should have enough money anyway. So if you start hearing like audio echo from the game, let me know. I'm obviously not on headphones right now because it's warm and I wanna kind of chill, but if it's like echoey and gives weird audio, then let me know and I'll fix it. I'll put on headphones. Grass. There. Whee. I will absolutely buy this map from you. Never mind, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, not one.
This button. Tab. Tab sounds reasonable. I don't think there's anything I can do to the left right now. Could get some more geo, but probably. I don't think I can do the Moloch yet. I think that's over there. Oh yeah, cool game design moment here, because we're breaking all these rocks because they have money in them obviously, and then you go over here and it's like you swing at the thing and oh my god, the wall opens up. Wait, that was a breakable wall that exists because you were there standing there swinging your sword at the money rock. And you were just taught a lesson without even realizing. I'm gonna do the arena anyway, we're gonna need to skip it. You can use that spike to shoot both of these guys at once, which looks really cool. I was kind of hoping to get that, but I have no idea what the timing is. Completely winging it. The videos that I've seen. I don't think we can do anything to the bottom left just yet. Top right should be the hot spring, no? Yeah. Gotta not keep my, or not get my cloak wet, it's like precept. 37, 578 or something, I don't know. If my cloak does get wet, I need to do it immediately. Follow the teachings of the mighty Zod. I hope Bango doesn't like end up fucking not doing Zod's quest because he's very ass about characters like that usually. Like when he is like, oh you're that kind of character, I'm not doing your shit, then I'm always worried a little bit that he might end up not doing the quest, even though the character at the end of the day is just kind of silly, charming idiot. Oh right, you die if I try this. I forgot about that. I was trying to lure the fly over so we can use it to jump up into the little hole up there. It's not really that worth it, but may as well. Because it's fun. The game's a little weird overall in terms of, especially platforming in my opinion, because the game has a lot of, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, the game, like, when it comes to movement options and how much your character can do, the game goes up to 10, but only ever asks you to use, like, 7. You can do pretty, like, you have a lot of freedom in your movement and shit, and the game doesn't really ever take much advantage of it, so whenever there's an opportunity, like, while going over enemies or whatever, it's always fun to use them. Like, you get your dash back when you pogo onto something, you get your double jump back when you pogo onto something, and that's kind of wild. That's not how most games would do that, I think. Right, Bango? Galak? Oh, det var styr. Melemon! That's probably my favorite. Freaking love that guy. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong button. Weird, almost like I have weird keybinds. I should have talked to Quirrell, I guess, since we are doing funny voice lines. What up? Travel. I love this animation. Very cute. So fun fact, the randomizer works in a way where it gives you, or by default, randomizes stack stations. So you don't just get stack stations for free, basically. You find each individual stack station as items, and that unlocks them to the stack network. So when I first tried to play a randomizer, I found the first stack station down there, and I was like, oh cool, let's go to Dartmouth and find out what we can get. Well, I couldn't go back normally, because I didn't have the station down in the crossroads. Because I hadn't found it yet, so I was stuck in Dartmouth, and the door doesn't open. Like, there's no lever to open the door. It's just that you go in there to find an item, and then you have to, like, warp back out using a mod to warp to benches, which is kind of required for the mod randomizer, or for the randomizer to work. So it's fucking weird. I thought I had somehow broken it, or it wasn't working properly, but no, it's just how the randomizers work in this game. We're one off the compass, that's pretty funny. I wasn't gonna buy that anyway, but it is neat how that worked out. We'll buy the quo so we can throw on the map. I also keep pressing the button. Bad news, it was a quick fix and I'm back at office for the bit. Oh, so yeah, good news. The net was a quick fix and the guy had to tell the modem I actually exist and it should do the thing. Bad news, it was a quick fix so I'm back at the office for the bit. For the bit. It was a quick fix and now I'm back at office for the bit. Oh, for the rest of workday, I see. Yeah, fair enough. That's nice though, that it was actually quick to sort out. Very good. Glad to hear you shall be internet able again. Actually, let's not take that route. That is blocked still because we have to open that from below. Oops. I ran to do that a lot. Ended up taking a late lunch after estimate, so it can be up to 2 hours. Fair enough. Rust. Map updated. Look at all this map. With being flexible over life, hell yeah. That is very valuable. Don't worry, Grubby, I'll save you. Let's go all the way up here and unlock the connection real quick. Yeah. This is the dark room, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So the game's a little weird with that. There are a lot of areas where you could technically use the lantern, but on paper, I don't think I reached those even if I program the fly. Maybe with 2 flies actually. No, I hit both of them at once, unlucky. But yeah, dark rooms are kind of weird because technically you can navigate them just fine. You have a little bit of vision around your character model. When I first went into Deep Nest, I went into it from above and it was without the lantern, so I actually navigated through the first couple dark rooms before deciding, nah, fuck it. Actually, I think I went all the way back to the, whatchamacallit, Hot Springs when I first came in there. It was kind of a cool experience. The thing is, though, the game also kinda cheats in a way, because in rooms like the one we were just in, there are mechanisms that you simply cannot interact with if you don't have the lantern. So in that dark room, there's a toll station that you can use to open up the Crystal Peak area. And you can literally just not interact with that toll station if you don't have the lantern. So even the speedrun has to get the lantern, even though they don't need it for the dark rooms, obviously. Simply because otherwise you can't access the toll station, I think, among other things. There's like 2 or 3 of those in the game, so I want to say, where you need darkness. Look at that. You can turn little grubby around. How does a randomizer in this work? Enemy swaps, I assume, though you made it sound like scramble the map also. So the default randomizer stuff for games like this, so like for Metroidvania style games, like A Link to the Past and stuff as well, it's not really that much of a Metroidvania, but it's kind of the default in that as well, is to randomize item locations. So all the item locations, especially notably key items and upgrades and shit, like your movement items and the charms and all that sort of stuff, are randomized with all the other pickup locations. There's options to make it so it also randomizes them into locations of the little geo rocks, like those rocks you can mine to get money from. Those are then considered pickups, so they could be replaced with good items or bad items. Store items usually get reshuffled and shit. So it's mostly about randomizing the order in which you do things and where you have to go to find progression items and stuff. That has some cool side effects, like sometimes you have to get creative with your solutions and your order of accessing areas. Like maybe the game expects you to have double jump for an area, but you haven't found double jump yet, so you have to make do with other stuff, just broadly speaking. Which in turn encourages you to use like various skips and tricks or whatever if you know them. There are however also settings that remove that sort of shit, so you don't have to know any of the tricks. But yeah, by default, the idea is that item locations are randomized. There is also a room randomizer, which is a setting that will shuffle every doorway, basically. So if I go to the right here and I haven't been there yet... actually, no. If I go to the right here, it will bring me to another random connection that comes in from the left. So this could be any room that has an entrance on the left side, instead of this particular crossroads room. So that makes your map pretty much useless, and you have to actually figure out how the world is cobbled together, and like what's where and shit. Meaning every single room transition is kind of an adventure, and you have to mentally map out a ton of stuff. I don't think there's anything here. I guess we could quickly talk to Mila, I think, is her name. Enemy randomizers also exist, are I think less popular or like less interesting for a game like this. I haven't actually seen any of them or tried any of them myself, but I also wasn't particularly interested in trying them out. I saw a pretty neat mod played by the same guy that I linked the video of that was playing with only the hitboxes shown rather than the graphics, where they implemented a blueprints type of deal where it's a room randomizer, but you get to pick from a selection of rooms and draft your own world map that way, and they stay persistent. So you enter a transition, selection pops up, hey, which of these 3 rooms do you want? And then you can like pick one and that becomes that room after that connection, and so on and so forth. So it is genuinely doing like the blueprints thing, and it worked reasonably well, so it's pretty cool. See what I meant with the stack stations. Yeah, so like more stuff than you would think is turned into items and randomized, like locations of the soul refill totem statue thingies. Whoops, I'm autopiloting. The individual stack stations, all the other little MacGuffins that you can find, eggs, sometimes just piles of money. So you very, very randomize the actual items, which is pretty good. Like that's not like too boring or too dull of an idea. But it's not really what I found myself really enjoying when I was briefly dabbling in it the other day, so I decided, oh fuck it, I'll do a normal playthrough. Oh right, you spit out 2 little ones, I forgot. Going to guys' house and a demon throne room? Yeah, basically. You can have some funny shit like that happen. There might be some logic to make certain areas that are like inside of other areas count as like inside rooms, so you can only get that through doors or whatever, but I don't know how it works. There's also, like, the randomizer is pretty comprehensive. There's a ton of settings for all sorts of shit. For like how nasty it's gonna be with some various things, but also like a variety of like, hey, should this have some logic to make you not locked out of rooms, and like a bunch of stuff basically. If you're interested, you should. I mean, okay, so you haven't even finished the game yet, so you probably shouldn't be checking it out. But in general, it's well done. The community overall is in the folk song drought, I should say, maybe. Gone a little crazy and has made a bunch of cool shit. There's a ton of cool skins and stuff as well. Like well-made skins where it's not just like, oh, the knight looks a little different, but also like your spells look different, the bar looks different, the sword attacks look different. And even like the... I don't know if you found that boss yet, so I'll not talk about it. It looks a little different. So there's a lot of cool shit that the community has done. As well as like, when the game teaches them, or like, you just did it. Yeah, that was a great moment. yeah. I know what you mean. To be fair, if you're like anal, you can figure this out earlier, because in the tutorial there's already the room that we also did where you can spike pogo to get to the right side. So I personally found that out there because I wanted to see if there was a way to do this earlier rather than having to come back later. Alright, William? I assume you didn't die because you were mostly base building, so I assume everything went well. Hello Raiders, welcome to Hollow Knight Chill. A series where we chill and play Hollow Knight. And by series I mean a stream that started today. Had some hard base malfunction, oh boy. Oh, you did the night as well, very good. Hi Arrive, welcome Bango, nice to meet you. I'm cute by the way, thank you for the raid. And thank you for raiding. Let's go wake Slime, hello friend. Oh. He's already talking about oil. Easy to miss at the point when you're first meeting him because you don't know yet. You don't know shit yet. But there's a connection being established. So there's a trick you can do here. When you have the Mantis Claw and like wall climb thing, you can get up here and rest on that bench. There's a connection up to the top right to a different room, but you're usually not supposed to be able to get there. If you die, however, your shade spawns roughly in that area and you can lure it over and then do a neat little jump to actually climb to the top right of the room and leave through the exit. Very nice. Will free for certain food and dodge hollow spoiler since I will play this game at some point. Really good luck, good luck. Yep, no worries, all good. PY for raid. Enjoy rest. Oops. I got him anyway. Weirdly enough, that's kind of how most of the like tricks and skips go in this game. It's like dying in the right spot so your shade spawns and you can pogo off of it into a region you're not supposed to be in yet. Or alternatively using spells to get a tiny bit of extra height or distance to also skip into areas you're not supposed to progress through normally. But the game's pretty freeform overall, so it doesn't really struggle with that, it just lets you cook. There's not really many... Oh yeah, right, I have to open this first, whoops. There aren't really major progression checks or anything, most of the time. So if you can go somewhere early, the game isn't gonna bully you for it. Part of why I was a little confused about the whole, oh my god, Banger, you're playing the game wrong, because like, no, how dare you explore and openly roam around in this very open and explore-based game. So I found that very confusing, but such is life in the zone. Where the fuck? Oh yeah, right, we're here. I need to go up into the lift. Yeah, that's the sign for the stack station that I completely mentally ignored. Okay, let's do a little rest here again. We could go home and chat with Sly, but I don't think I want to buy anything yet, so let's maybe not do that. Let's just fill in the map. Actually, let's have a look at the map. What did we do? We went... looks like pretty much everywhere. We didn't explore the far left side of the area. The two bits to the right that are open are area transitions. You can actually see that shortcut that I was talking about where you have to pogo in the bottom right, below the tram. There's a connection going up. Can you see my mouse if I move that? No, no mouse, never mind. Maybe if I go into this menu... Nope, no mouse, never mind. Because then I could actually point at the map. You guys would know what I'm talking about. Oh well. It's boss time. Actually, second boss time, we already did one. We got the Gross Mother, I didn't really talk about her. A little thing here, but I don't think we can do anything with that yet. I think we need a... Yep, we need an item for those. Technically multiple ways we can go about those. I guess I should go to talk to Sly soon anyway, so we get the thing that makes Geo hover towards me and collect it for us. I forget what it's called. So I don't have to walk over and grab money after people die. We do want money, money is good. But yeah, the fucking task just fucking hits every wall as it passes like that, just like one swing to the right to take that little bit of extra distance, and it adds up over the course of the round. Fucking wild. So there's a very weird thing about this boss that I never quite got, personally. So you see how this wall here looks a little banged up if you're paying attention, which you're usually not because you're fighting a boss. But if you actually pay attention to that, you can see that the wall there is a little banged up. Oh right, shockwave, I forgot about that completely. My rhythm is not great. But anyway, so in a second here, when he does the thing where he jumps down and you finish him, no, now after this phase, we can now break the wall here and flee if we want to, but so you can skip the boss fight. I never quite figured out why that's a thing. That is a thing. And that's like very obviously an intentional thing you can do, that's not like a weird speedrun skip or whatever. Like, devs obviously intentionally and blatantly put that in the game because there's a breakable wall that activates during the fight, so I don't know what that's about. I probably shouldn't have done that because I would have liked the money, but I wanted to show it, so here we are. You can always loop around and do it again, I think. Greetings, now shaman. Boy, oh boy, I'm sure we get something useful. And then we died. It's over. So I think I also have a quick spell button, but I think I won't need it. I don't remember having much trouble with that. Hello. Go slay the beast. Now this I always found very weird. He's like, oh, you have to go and kill this like big creature for me, or like slay the beast, slay the creature, or something like that. I didn't the first time around quite get what that even referred to, because I didn't see the weird shell guys that we're fighting here in a sec as significant enough bosses or mini-bosses to warrant someone basically giving you a quest to slay one of them. The game is a little awkward with that. I think it's because it wants to tutorialize you that you can now fight these with your funny magic that you just got. So instead of just like letting you cook and figure that out yourself, the game kind of goes and force tutorializes that through this section. Because you end up having to fight one of these bigger versions of the roly guys. But it does always, like, it has always felt a little weird to me that the shaman makes a big deal out of those guys. When they're only a big deal in terms of gameplay mechanics, because you can't access the next area without being able to kill them. I can never remember which is the bonus room. Is it this or the other one? It's probably this. This looks bonus roomy. Agenda of the shaman in this case. Yeah, but that's kind of the issue. What is the agenda here? Like, what's his benefit for us killing the thing? Like, what does he get out of the deal? There's something up there, but we can't get it. I think it's a spirit tree. Like, it might, like, that makes sense that it's his agenda, that he needs someone to go fight this thing, but, like, it feels very just kind of out of the blue, you know? Like, what is the lore behind the snail shamans wanting these dead but being unable to fight them even though they're funny magic guys? I don't know why I keep saying funny, I blame Billy for this. Ah, fuck, need it one more thing, I think. Oh, teaching us how to do that, you mean, as the agenda? Huh. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You poor thing, I must have been terrified again. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That is still fairly roundabout, in my opinion. Like, that feels a little, like, fourth wall breaky. Like, are they teaching the knight to do that? Or are they teaching us as the players to do that? Like, it's a little... but yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Fair enough. Hadn't thought about it that way. This door stays closed, doesn't it? Like, I have to come back in from the right side. Let me check. Yep, still closed. Okay. And I think if I come back in for the right side, I think I just get to fight the false knight again or something? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe the fight's just gone. Let's go find out. Conifer has left. We already bought them up, so we're fine. Not that we're missing out on much. Oops. Oh, we can try again for the fly. Hey, please don't die, fly. No, it died again. You might blame me for that because I hit it, but the worm killed it. I need 2 swings to kill it, so it wasn't me. The fly did happen to be in the way when I swung my sword, officer. I didn't actually mean to kill it. I'm innocent. That's how plan works, I think. So let's go check what happens with the fight if we come back in, and then afterwards go Stark Station, Dirt North, go shop, and then go Green Path, I guess. Seems fun. Ah. Yeah, exactly. See, Jigsaw never, like, he's a man of good moral character. Like, he always made fair traps. People always had a good chance to get out of them, and so on and so forth. He's not like a weirdo that just kills people. So how does this work? Let's find out. Are you down here? No, probably not, that makes sense. Does the fight just reset when I enter again, or is the fight just over? Looks like a reset. Oh, the wall is also repaired. Or Manderbug working overtime. Oh, I can full spirit for false knight, that might be the first time. My timing is terrible. Killing us does take long. Yeah, but I'd rather stay for you. Inspect. City Crest. Oh yeah, right, I need that for my not speedrun playthrough, that makes sense. Surely you're doing the thing. Why do I need to— ah, there we go. Look at this fucking thing running away. Coward. Anyway, there's a chest here with money. I should take that. For playing the game like a normal person on. Hey, look, I usually don't skip this. I only skip this because I remember that it's a thing, and I have never done it myself, or at least I don't remember last time I did it, and I want to show off cool shit, and I think that's a kind of neat thing that you can just skip them. Oops, I was burning anything. I'm doing 2 hearts of damage is pretty rough. I recently saw also a video that was showing the beta version of the game, or like the demo or something, like a very early version of the game, and in that version not only were things generally more aggressive, but you also only had 4 hearts to start with. So enemies that did 2 hearts of damage when you're only having 4 hearts to start with is pretty fucking brutal. It's not a nice thing. Probably for the better that they changed them. Greetings, friend. Sorry, I have to ring the bell when I'm there. It's mandatory. I can't stop myself from just jump slashing all the time. No, you just don't kill False Knight. You just move on with your life. The way I did it is obviously slower because I walk all the way around and then back into the room and then I have to leave again. But normally you just go straight into Green Path and move on with the life. Hello, Slime. Gathering Swarm, that's what it's called. I want those in my life, thank you. I'm probably not taking that off for the longest time. A lot of things you need to fight for the normal road. I mean, neat is such a weird way of phrasing it, right? Because like, there are a lot of ways around this game. Like, for example, I don't think you need to fight Mantis Lords technically. Even if you're trying to do like a more normal playthrough. Pocket's feeling empty. Nah, I'm good. I have the bling, I'm just not spending it. Gathering Swarm. Okay, I guess it's Green Path time. Oh, we can also turn on some of our grubs. And by turn on, I mean get rewarded for our grub saviory. I mean, the big roadblock for... Actually, I can't say that, Bangos here. But yeah, there's only like one really big roadblock, I think, that's in the way of any percent. There's like one significant fight. You probably know which one, if you think about it. Like one directly on the path to one of the Dreamers. In that case it's two. I just said something ambiguous, so I guess that makes it two. Yeah, exactly. You get the wall climb and you just leave. An optional being a direct way into the Hollowness, but then that'd be no fun not immediately going after those kin. It's a deep nest by him. Oh well. Isn't there another path to the left here that I'm not remembering? Oh well, fuck it, let's just go. Green path. So this lore, funnily enough, if you're doing an item randomizer, this lore is an item spot, so it's easy to forget about that you can look at the lore and be like, oh yeah, I get an item for this sometimes. So yeah, this guy blocks the path to, or the access to green path, so that's probably why the shaman hammers at home that like, oh, you must slay the beast now that you have your funny magic powers. So you learn how to do that, and the fact that your magic allows you to do that in the first place. Oops. Infected weirdos. Oh yeah, right, you explode. I forgot. Don't think there's anything down there. Oops, that bomb. Anything down there? Nope. I feel like I skipped the bench room when I went in here. Oh. No, this is the bench room. I didn't skip it. Good. I thought that came before this first hallway. I'm just done. Look at this lush paradise. Sky bird. My god, Hornet! It's Silksong. It's Hornet from Hollow Knight Silksong. I have never tried that strat in my life, but yeah, you basically use jump and vengeful spirit to get up there, and then you can skip 90% of green path, basically. Actually like 50, and then you do that again in the next room, and you skip the remaining 20 to 30%. A little bit of pushback you get while using vengeful spirit in the air is good enough. I hide my face and shame. Oh, I thought I was gonna also make the platform for another. Oh, that didn't make it. There you go. No money though, if I call them no money. I suppose. Ah, spikes. I was curious what's down there. Curiosity immediately commitment, I hear grub. Me by map. Me is map controls. Let's just check out that then. Looks like it, yeah. Oh, we got the Hunter's Journal. Very good. Hello, friend. Me is Kalos. Tywin for Godhome. And
Juro.
now we get the cool sound effects whenever we kill something new. Yeah. It comes out from deep within him. Ah, I thought. Wait, what? Anything up there? I don't think so. More death. Ah. Speaking of, that was almost our first up. Hot on. I love that sound. There's something to the right there. I don't think so. Oh, there is lore. You disgusting lore. Whoa. Let's get out of here. I think I want to go down first. That's what my instinct tells me, but I am inherently too curious to not go against my own instinct. You would somehow hear me do that, yeah. I could just randomly sit in Discord and be muted while streaming. Then people could do that. Do their best Hunter impressions. Yeah, I think I do want to go down first, actually. I don't remember what's down there, but again, instinct tells me to go there, and that looks like progress, so let's do the optional stuff first. Actually, that's kind of not always the greatest mindset for a Metroidvania. Counter, indeed, yeah. Speaking of counter, there's an update out for Strive. New character and matchmaking and new changes and shit. I think Villy was gonna try out the new character, so if you're interested in doing some Strive again for a bit, this might be the time to reinstall. I was considering, or I'm probably also doing that, I'm just not entirely sure who I'll play and what I'll do. Oops. Don't really benefit from killing these right now. Do that maybe later. Actually, fuck it, let's kill one for the 100 now. Not been in since the other Grail Organ even. Yeah, same. I last played when Slayer came out and I did the brief sets with Villy. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I hear the game was also not in the greatest state, let's say, for the last season. Last season was pretty hated. The other good to be an actual GG character name. Yep. Makes sense. What's her name? Unica or something? I think, wasn't she from the anime? Like, she's not a returning normal Godhome character, I think, at least. Oops, I'm done. Do I actually want to be here? Didn't I finish Green Path first? I think I took the wrong path. She's the anime protagonist and another kid of Kai's. I say. So that means that she's Unika from the anime and has hooked up with Biscuit or something. Fair enough. Good on her. Well, I mean, in for a penny. That's Fog Canyon. The place where I should not swing my weapon wildly with complete disregard for everyone's safety. Feels the big jellies actually hurt like hell. Get that on my way. Yeah. There's a funny little hidden spot from below one of these. Hopefully. I know this is the first time you kind of get like bullied by the game and you hear a corner fur, but you can't reach on it. Bonk. Ah yes, this room. Not to be mistaken for that room, but still it made us man. I was so dodgy though. Look at this geo orbit, look at that. I'll never pick this up. New challenge. Never pick up the geo. Fuck, we failed. Unlucky. I was doing pretty well there for at least like half a circle. Spooky wall, you know not how to do with, so yeah, noob. Imagine not knowing. Oh, finally, we have unlocked the bank. Time to store all of our geo.
Oh, Bakura Finello.
Millador, the banker. Absolutely.
Desio, Gio.
Let's do some banking. Deposit. I want all of my money in here. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry.
Gio, Kalala.
Better safe than sorry.
Desio, Gio. Gio, Kalala.
Gio, Kalala. Let's go get banking, yeah. Wait, Queen Station is before the room? Did I miss Cornifer's room? Am I done? Oh, look, we're all. I don't have anything to climb up the thing on the right side. And get the masterpiece unlucky. Back station. Oh, fuck, it's you. Hello. Greetings, friend. Oh, can't climb up here yet. Oh. Here's the Sky Station. Bankling. The flavor of European city. Oh fuck, I can't afford the toll station or the Stag Station. No! Banking fucking does it again. Ruins people's lives. Don't go banking, kids. But yeah, we can't do this yet because you can't program these. We're pretty close, but you can't program. Oh, I have to go to the other side. Bankelberg! Ah, I was looking at Chub. I thought that was... Aren't there platforms here? Am I actually just dumb? I might actually just be dumb. Only good to withdraw money from banks. Yeah, unlucky. I guess I'll go and get some money. Here I was just trying to play it safe and I'm immediately punished.
Gio.
No, not deposit. I don't have any money. Withdraw.
Gio, Kalala.
Gio, Kalala. I should definitely update, yes, activate the Stag Station while I'm here though. So I'll not be boring and go and actually do them. And then I guess we'll just climb back out of here, huh? I haven't gotten the station in Green Path yet. I guess we could go back to Dark Mode and go through the entrance again. That's probably slower though. So yeah, I think we'll just climb back out manually. Gives me more opportunity to die to the jellyfish that I can't stop myself from swinging at. Other side. I'm fucking terrible hub. I used to eat so much shit from these fucking jellies every time I came through here. Because I would just not respect them enough. Nowadays, I kinda, whenever I hit one, I'm like, oh, pause, hold. I can't help it, yeah. Oh, did I just launch you into the other room? That's kinda funny. Okay, this was this room, very good. Yeah, he left. What the fuck? Was it really in the... Is it after this station? Am I actually fucking stupid, or was it in this room and I just missed it? I thought I just bored it out just barely, but it's just not bothering. It's just this. I am terrible at pogoing. Oh. Yeah, this one looks like it's the one where you can access from below maybe or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm also just completely making that up. This is the room. Alright, Bango, look away, I'm gonna go through the wall. See, so you look down first, then you press left, right, then you look down again, and then you spam the spell 3 times, and then you can walk through. Okay, you can look, Bango. I did the thing. Yeah. I don't know, did you want to make that jump? Reach that? Yes, thank you. Kinda wish I didn't spend all my soul on that, because now I couldn't try jumping over there. Okay, let's actually go to the left this time then, rather than being an op and actively avoiding progression. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, the whole, oh, I go the wrong way first, always, so I can explore everything, is kind of a not great thing for Metroidvanias, I find. Because it just leads to more backtracking at the end of the day. You end up having to redo sections over and over, even though you've already, like, tried to explore them, but you just didn't have the item or the thing yet that you need. So by trying to explore and finding out that you can't yet, you're not really helping yourself all that much. That being said, this game has a lot of like paths and a lot of ways you can go in general, so it does actually work reasonably well in this game just to discover other routes and other things to do, but as far as like finding all the items is concerned, it's often better in Metroidvanias to leave that for later when you have most of the stuff and basically have access to all the potential secret ships. That also alleviates some of the backtracking, because then you only need to do like one major backtracking session where you have access to everything and can get all the things, basically. Which is kind of weird. But just how that works. Let's not follow Hono. See what I'm doing? I'm doing exactly the opposite of what I just said. I was just smart and said something smart, like, oh, you shouldn't do this sort of thing, and then I immediately go and do it because I'm just a poor man and I'm fallible. Oh, I can't do this yet, can I? Without any movement, that's probably impossible. I think there's lore down there. I was sorted. It's 50-50, I try this way. Shit, I've been cutscene. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, the point I'm making is that in a Metroidvania, the idea is that you'll come back here later anyway with whatever the fuck you have unlocked up to that point, so you probably just have more movement options, new tools, new key items, whatever. So you often, when actively going the wrong way, just get to see, oh, there will be something here later. And if you try to keep on top of that and go like, oh, I have found the double jump, so I can now do the thing that needs the double jump, you come back to that room and you get the item that needs the double jump, but then you find, oh, there's something here that I need the crystal dash for or something, right? And then at that point you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll come back here when I have double jump and crystal dash, so I can do the rest of it. Like, you kind of hurt yourself by trying to, like, double back and re-explore at every single opportunity, rather than just accepting, hey, I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff, miss in quotation marks, by just progressing mostly. But until I'm actually beating the game, I'm probably gonna be fine, and most likely gonna be able to backtrack and get all the things later anyway. Can be found without the correct... As the case of new tools can be found with the correct way since there's alternate rounds, some ways, buttons, some places. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the game, or this game has a lot of routes you can take through various areas, and in general, in terms of progression, you can do a lot of stuff without all of the required tools, but in general for like Metroidvanias, I think this like I must complete everything mindset that I also am very much susceptible to, by the way, is actually more like annoying yourself at the end of the day rather than like helping yourself. Like, some people always dislike how much backtracking there is in Metroidvanias, but I find a lot of that is self-made to a degree, where like you're backtracking a lot because you're taking every opportunity to backtrack for what it's worth, like rather than storing up a bunch of, okay, I have like 5 new items, let me explore now, or like, oh, I feel like I have most of the tools that you can have in the game now, let me go explore now so I can get everything. Instead of that, they often go like, oh, I have one thing, let me go and immediately turn that in, which ends up more hurting than helping. Especially for the backtracking. But yeah, I mean, I'm arguing hypotheticals. I'm not saying like this is you doing this, I'm just talking about Metroidvanias in general and like design stuff and approaches people have. Again, don't feel annoying every because the movement is good. Yeah. Shadow Soul Train. There's also a lot more detail to some of these areas than initially seems, like at least visually and in terms of stuff that you can find and see and do. I am wondering, I should just progress for a little bit actually. Nope. Helping myself at all by doing this right now. I think I should just continue and get the dash first before doing most of this. Getting the dash is gonna provide a new challenge because I'll have to figure out which button I want the dash to be on. Usually because I'd rather be here when I'm swole man all the stuff, but as this game actively has a way through indirectly, that's what we want to avoid using that crest now. I felt like you're mostly avoiding using the crest because Yuki was going apeshit over it, and that's pretty funny. Sorry to be irritating about those. Deepness, you mean? Yeah. There's also another case of, like, maybe wanting to be a little... or needing to be a little too thorough, or wanting to clear a little too much. And, like, rubbing up against where the game allows you to go a little ahead of progression, but also makes it a little more annoying and awkward as a result of that. So there's a little more friction in that regard. Yeah, that was pretty good. For what it's worth, I am also like you in that regard. When I first had access to the upgraded version of Lost Kin, like the Dream version, I also couldn't stop myself, but had to immediately fight him, even though I wasn't really technically equipped for it. Oh. Come hither. Oh, I'm early. Bye. Okay. So I also sat there for a while and grinded that boss out until I eventually got it. Geo-orbit, yay! Hello, Zob.
Akala, man.
Akala, man.
Meh.
You can feel it so well, so you must, yeah. I dislike some of that fight quite a bit. I dislike the random spawning ghosts for being, like, relatively random. And I hate that it's orange on orange with a bright orange background and orange attacks and orange abilities and everything is orange. Which is thematic for the game, it makes sense that it's orange, but it's annoying visually and makes it harder to see, and my dumbass, with my usual I can't see shit problems, is struggling a little bit with it, so I found that fight a little bit more frustrating. Even though it's otherwise pretty cool. Oh, I thought that would kill you. When boss spawn was the main issue that they were consistently hard, so you can react to them while moving, it would be frustration, I feel. Yeah. Alright, the ball. I'll save you a little girl, don't worry about it. Wow, I got snubbed. Kill the guy, that's impossible to avoid damage, In fairness, I think in general this game is fine with you doing things without upgrades and shit. Like, I don't see it nearly as mandatory or as super important or super powerful as Yuki is making it out to be, but at the same time, the game definitely is going to be a little, like, borderline bullshitty here and there if you don't have the upgrades. Like, it's the weird middle ground between, like, oh, I'm not just making it harder, but I'm also making some of the mechanics feel a little bit more unfair, rather than just mechanically difficult, if you know what I mean. Like, the ghost, for example, would be a lot less of an issue if you have more charms to choose from, or if you do more damage and don't have to deal with it as long and that sort of shit. So, like, some of the mechanics, when you're not, like, as far progressed in terms of strength and character upgrades and whatever as you're maybe meant to be or expected to be, then that's absolutely still doable, but it also means it's more frustrating. So I don't know. Don't know what other charms you're gonna have for that fight, so I pushed it limited issue, which is why I didn't want to talk about the setup too much. Yeah, I mean, the charm builds in general are kind of weird. Like, you haven't fucked around with them too much, and I don't know how many you have. I don't remember the end where you stopped. You can do some pretty funny things with them. There are some charms that are just generically really good, and less like, oh, I'm solving a specific problem, and more like you can kind of use these always and never think about your charm build again, and you're gonna be fine. So, like, charms are a little weird, in my opinion. Let me actually, before continuing with this, let's just go and get the upgrade. Want the thing? Should like 25 hits or pro the upgrades when it starts being annoying rather than frustrating? Yeah. I mean, I just do them as you come across them. If you're being very interested in a challenging game, maybe you shouldn't do the final upgrade. You might not know when the final upgrade is, but there is, I think personally, if you do all of the upgrades and you're using good charms, then you're killing shit a little too easy. Like, you're gonna alleviate, let's say, a lot of the challenge of the game. And not always for the better. But that doesn't mean that the opposite is true, that, like, the game is much better if you're just playing base now. I think you just kind of have to, like, go with the flow. If you feel like the game is getting too easy, there is some final challenging sort of stuff at the end that'll make it more appropriate again, let's say, or like ways around that at the end, but I found that on my first like playthrough. When I did get all the upgrades, I was a little too strong for my tastes. Like when you don't really have to learn a fight anymore, you just kind of brute force him down through your damage output and shit, then that feels a little lame in my opinion. But in general, like I wouldn't really worry about that too much unless you're specifically about the challenge, which is in my opinion not even really the main point of the game, like combat challenge wise. Yeah, I'm dead. I am terrible. Oh, that was it. Right, fair enough. But yeah, the city guards are also, for what it's worth, some of the definitely more tanky enemies. They are meant to be like pretty swole and pretty in your way. Okay, 0 might not be the button that we're sticking with. Ow. What would I run for this? Let's try with this for a bit, I guess, and see how it feels. Immediate tutorialization. You can't jump this because it's too low, but you can dash it. Yay. Same with this. You can't jump it from below, but you can dash it. Yay. Very good input setup is important. Yeah. I was pointing that out at the start of the stream, that I was giving you shit for being on a weird button setup, or like not weird, but like terrible button setup, let's say. And I also have recently had to redo my keybinds for this game because I don't have the old ones that I used to use, and I don't have muscle memory for anything anymore, so I'm now scrambling to figure out what feels good to use. So we'll also try it as we go, I suppose. Don't think I can get very far here yet. Hello friend, how you doing? Yep, that's the leg. Anyway. Combo. The default square for attack with cross for jump. Being very clumsy with this game's movement, to be honest. R1 makes more sense to me for attacks. I mean, I'm not a, like, primarily controller player for platformers, so I see where you're coming from. I just think, like, that part is fine, to have that on a, like, different buttons or a different finger and, like, elsewhere, so you can press them well together. The part that I find flabbergasting is square for map. That shit's, like, criminal. I don't know. That, like, I'm with you with, like, square for attack not being ideal. But I am not with you with square for map. Square for map is absurd. Like, there are good uses for face button. That is not one of them. Are you looking at my walking road? Yeah, but you can do that with other buttons as well, like a trigger or L1 or whatever. It doesn't have to be on your left hand. Like on keyboard and mouse, it's default tab. I can press map and look at it while walking around. I have no problem with that. Okay, we now have dash, so we can go back to Queen Station and continue there. So I think with dash we can get far enough to get over the gap up here. So, The reason I'm iffy about this current bind situation is that I'm not good at dashing and attacking because I kinda need the same finger for it unless I start using thumb, which feels very weird. I probably need to figure something out with that. Maybe I'll put focus there instead then. That also feels weird. What do I have here? Nothing yet. That's gonna be crystal dash, I assume. I could change that around. Let's try that. So let's do this and this. I don't really need quick cast, I don't think, but I guess we could put it here. And then you go here. Let's see how that feels. Actually no, not here. I want you here. I have developed the muscle memory for pressing that button to recover very, very quickly, apparently. And then this is my case call. Oh yeah, this room. I just want that I should kill one of these for Luke. I died. I pressed the wrong button. Oh god, I'm gonna die so hard with the new ones. Yeah, frightened. I am fucking terrible. I should do a little bit of this instead of just swinging my weapon while something, so I get used to the movement. I missed Cornifer. Can I just autopilot it? This opens on the other side. Leave me alone. Oh right, that fingers. I keep now dashing whenever I want to heal. That's gonna be very awkward when I need to emergency heal. You guys something about facing your fears instead of running and healing? Oops. I am terrible. I never really used the Spore Charm that much, to be fair. There's a charm you can get here that I tend to equip and never unequip because I'm that kind of player. Actually, can you open that? I thought the door looked closed, but I think you can actually get in here. Yeah, you can. Very good. Let's get a charm launch. Oh, I thought it was one of those. I wanted to heal and I pressed the fucking dash button, let's go. Yeah, that was a bit of a wall right there. To be fair, that's less of that and more of the button I just pressed multiple times to heal in this playthrough now does dash instead. So when Instinct says, hey, it's healing time, I press the new button, or rather the old button for healing, which no longer is the healing button instead of the dash button. I don't think I can do that now. At least, if not more. Hello, friendo. Oh, can I not? Oh no, I can do it. 4th of September, by the way, 2 weeks from now. Okay. That's not quite just fucking instantly releasing it on the announcement, but it's pretty close. Hell yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to finish this playthrough in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, we're here, right, that makes sense. Is there something I can do to the bottom right here? TY for information. Oh, I need the thing. Almost said the thing. Not that knowing the word would help Dango, but... may as well not say it. Do you have anything I want to do here, or should I just go right back? I think I should just go right back, actually. Wait, no, I'm not on the other side of the elevator, am I? No, I'm down here, yeah, that's what I thought. Good. Good! I should occasionally check my preview to see if the lighting is holding up, because I was previously lit by the sun shining outside, but it is now diminishing a little bit, so I have to figure something out in terms of light soon. You're not the guy, are you? No. Oh, you are actually, huh? Greetings. Always stay roasted. Hello, friend. I'll pay some money for you. Absolutely, yeah, I want to see something sick. So, he sells this charm. I am, on a personal level, terrible at unequipping this charm. So I will equip this charm and never let go. Oops, hold on. So this gives me more money. Basically, it just gives me more geo. It is, however, fragile, meaning if I die with it, the charm will go kaput and I'll have to buy it again from this guy. So let's just not die instead of dying. That is something I try pretty often in games. I'm not always good at it. But I will try. I did miss Cornifer, so we're doing this without a map the entire way through home. I could double back. It's actually pretty quick to get there from the station, so I think I'll just keep going until I get a stack station. I wanted to magic, and then I instead dash into him and take damage. Very good. I feel like this fragile greed charm is not going to be with us for very long, huh? With the way I'm playing this. Bonk. What a big sealed gate, what a look at that thing. Yeah, nice try, Bush. I'm surprised that worked out in my favor, to be honest. I had not planned for that. Oh, it's this room, you can do a funny pogo here. No, not in this room, actually, in a different room, similar. I don't know where I want to go. Oh, I can do this, yeah. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Boom. Just straight to the face. No hesitation. Never noticed the mushrooms going and like releasing spores as you pass. Oh my god, a boss! Oh, never mind. Hello. Greetings, both. Nice to meet you. Just look on the other side. This is going to start being a bit of a test of my mastery over the control scheme, because I'll have to do like attacks and dashes and jumps in conjunction. Yep, I'm not there yet, but we'll figure it out. Ah, I forgot you just explode. My bad. Hello, Horned. Oh, I thought I could stand down my bed. Mine bad, you got me. Bonk. I'm good at standing in gas. Something me as a Cobra player has done many a time. Is there anything I can quickly grab while I'm here? I don't think so. Yeah, she just leaves then. They both not feel context, they just need an image of someone who normally says team pitches this. So it's just extra teas, yeah. I mean, at this point, anything would be extra teas. I am fucking terrible. Help, what buttons? What are buttons? I wanna... This is the Mantis thing, right? This is where I get the claw. No, it's not. How's this one? Oops, I'm dead. I am fucking terrible. Greetings, friend. Doesn't this link up to where Corner for hangs out? I feel like Corner for is pretty close to the work. I am completely correct, I just can't get up there for now. Is it worth doubling back to get there and get the map real quick? Sure, why not? Yeah, he's here. Wait, that would have actually not worked then if I had just been able to go down there. Go down right below. Pongo waste. So now I just need to set out a bench so we can see all the things that we've explored. I guess it's not that much more than just already full in. Fucking hold the button long enough, idiot. Okay, let's continue the descent. Actually, it's here real quick. Because I might be trying something very stupid in a second. Oh yeah, it's this one. This is not the setup. So you can use that thing's explosion to pogo up there and skip this part. I don't exactly remember where you end up. But you actually use that thing's explosion, and like, I do mean the actual explosion, not just the projectile itself, but you actually swing at the explosion and pogo off the explosion, which is pretty silly. But the game is a little funny with what it lets you pogo off of, which is basically just everything. Fighting an army of Mantis now. Not prioritize for me. Oh, right, that's an issue with my blind for magic. I need to use the quick swell button then in some of these circumstances, because I need to let go of jump to press my magic button the way I've currently laid it out, which is obviously an issue. Because I only continue gaining height while I hold down the jump button, which is why that's been happening to me there, where I try to jump and then shoot, but I switch from jump to shoot magic, and then I obviously am not holding jump anymore. So I'm not going high enough. Due to the lack of complaints, by the way, I'm gonna continue playing with speakers, and I'm gonna assume there was no audio bleed through. And I don't need to start wearing headphones for this. Parried mode. This is definitely intentional. Not just a lucky coincidence. Very good. I feel like these days programs are very, very good at like cancelling noise that is coming out of the own. I pressed the wrong button. God damn it. Coming out of the own device's output. Like you can use Discord, for example, pretty well with speakers these days as well. Without it being too much of an issue most of the time. And even in games, like I was playing Peak the other day with wireless and I was on speakers and it was fine. I feel like it's much less of an issue these days. It is interesting that they kind of show you the way into the city before they expect you to get the Mantis Claws. That's gonna hit me so many more times. I hope I don't lose my charm for that. The fucking, oh, I wanna heal, let me press the dash button. There's a thing here that we can't do yet. And lay that up there. The thing sounds a little mean when I'm talking about a person. Oh yeah, we also get Dash Master. So I'm probably not gonna equip Dash Master. And I have a reason for that. It is that it allows you to also dash downwards in addition to sideways, and I have a very bad habit of accidentally dashing down when I'm trying to pogo on things. So I will try to not have this happen to me. Okay, we need the Mantis Claw to get to Greta. Sorry, Greta, I can't help you yet. I am the nail! What was this room? That was a weird camera jerk. Whoa. I thought I was gonna turn around. I was trying to outplay it and then I outplayed myself. Unlucky. Oh yeah, there were 2 money things that I took already for myself last time. Okay, let's get the claw. Wait, this isn't the claw. This is a different place, no? No, is it? I don't know, I'm just not gonna talk anymore. I'm just confused. I'm a confused man, you know? Like just... I'm old. I've forgotten everything. It's over. I'm washed. Oh yeah, you can do a skip here. Instead of flipping the lever, you can pull 2 of those flying guys and then pogo up there. But now I have to go all the way around, I think, instead. Or after pulling the lever, not instead of pulling the lever. Geo orbit, yeah, and we have wall jump. Very good, very powerful. Wall jump also restores your double jump and your dash for some reason, which is, again, pretty crazy in my opinion. Very generous. Arch nail. I don't remember what's up there. So fun thing about this game, they're making life easy for you. If you hold into a wall and press the dash button, your character dashes away from the wall. You don't have to actually press left, you can just like dash while you're facing the wall. Like I'm holding right the entire time here, and when I press dash, my character dashes full distance to the left. So it's a little easier, rather than having to detach and go into the correct direction. Game does it for you. I kinda wanna go upstairs there and figure out what the fuck was there. I don't necessarily wanna go down here right now. Yeah, let's not infect needle. Yes, I'm dead. What is up here? Which room is this? Oh, it's this room with the spirit tree. Okay, we'll be here later at some point, so let's not do this right now. Could go down here, I think. Sure way. Okay, let's first try Mantis Lords as well. Even though my brain is still struggling quite a bit with the control scheme. Ah, oops, I fucked up. Thank you, hammer. That is indeed, yeah, what a nail usually is. I don't think there's that much of a reason to actually open these. The money over here. Fingernail. Oh, I see. Yeah, fair enough. What? Go so far. I can't even defeat a Mantis. How am I defeating the Mantis Lords? It's not just a Lord, it's also multiple of them. There's no chance. I think I should open this one. Kinda wanna kill these for soul, but I might just take unnecessary damage, so it might not be a good idea, but I'll try anyway because I'm done. I am early. Well, not positive. Make a decent coffee when I get home. That sounds like a great idea. How in there? From below, I think. Yeah. Oh, oops. So, pro tip, if you want to stay alive in this video game, right, like, one of the best ways is just to heal when you take damage. Now, that sounds a little facetious, and it is a little bit, but, oh yeah, also remember this room, by the way. I don't remember if you ever went back here, but they lock you out of this room. They see you coming, and they're like, nope, and they close the door. And if you keep watching, you'll see some cool shit. You probably did actually do this room, and I just missed it. I was talking about something I've completely forgotten. Oh well, kind of not that important. Very good. I think I made it past the desert one more time even still since then. Although I seem to roll the... I mean, it's a daily thing, so it's not really me rolling it, but like I seem to get the elf sword, or the alpine area now again, that it's in rotation. Seems to be the common one. I am old. Sure, it's taking a while, maybe I should use some magic. Time for the good part. Didn't turn around in time and then realized I was too close to turn around without walking into him. Challenging game, so I tried to solo Everdark Libra the last couple nights before bed. I got close a couple times but never managed it. I should look up if the relic was any. Oh yeah, it's that one is not good. It's the sit cross-legged for restore magic, I think. Thank you to remember, proud of him for checking. Very good. Also, notice there's a fourth pillar here. Could that mean something? Yeah, the new Everdark guy is also out. Zeraldus was talking to me earlier about him. He was, he tried him solo and he did not have the greatest time. So we'll probably do that over the weekend. Mantis respect earned, indeed. Red Sabbath, hello, hello. Welcome to Hollow Knight and relative chill. Hello, Corner Farm. No need to hide, everything is fine. Need detail, he's not out here singing, he's not leaving a trail of paper, he's hiding in a corner because he's terrified of the deep mouse. Understandable. Do I actually want to go in here right now? I kinda don't. Let's go to the other room that I was gonna show Bango, but he apparently did very good. I really like that fight. I think they did a great job of creating a moveset that is, like, good enough to enjoy as a solo little fight, but then also flows really nicely for when you fight two of them at once. Like, it's a very neat escalation. Instinctively, if you think about it on paper, you might think, oh fuck, a fight that goes from you have one enemy to two enemies, that must be terrible, but they did a really good job with that. Yeah, look, they're bowing now. I have earned their respect, so now the rest is open. They also don't attack me now anymore. Bench. Infinite overtime? Yeah. Some shit like that is what I'm assuming. Apparently he got one shot a lot, and he had 4 lives and he didn't make it, so this little worrying there. Oh, can I actually? No, I can't do that, can I? I'll just go around here. That's a money item, isn't it? Yeah. Hello, nice to see you. And a bunch of money. Yay! What did you do? You did this room. According to Turtle. I chose Turtle with my life, so... So is this a base nail run? No, that's what Bango is doing later. We're doing the full shebang, we're upgrading, we're gaming. We're having fun with it. I say having not upgraded my nail yet, but mostly due to lack of opportunity. I believe I did this. Very good. Yeah, you might have not explored thoroughly and found out it's a little more out of the way, but the more important part in my opinion is the change in their demeanor as you earn their respect. I think that's kind of cool. Like this, hey, you've beaten like you've earned the warrior respect, so now they're bowing and letting you pass. That is kind of the important part. Okay, let's do this section. I think we can do this now with Metal Clone. We might not be able to, we might need double jump. But I think we can do this. Wait, these are skulls though. These are not mantis. These are mushrooms. Actually, oh yeah, wait, we can just do this. We're good. You stop that. One of those spots where what I was talking about earlier is pretty useful, that I don't have to turn around to press dash, I can just hold into the wall and press dash and it's gonna do it for me. This is such a wide hallway, they are really treating you very kindly here. You can do so much, like you can do this corridor with so much less. They could make this like at least 80% harder if they were a little bit more mean. That's kind of what I mean, like the game gives you movement options that are like 10 out of 10 and then it uses like 7 out of 10 at most. Shame Hunter still wants his general full load shotgun, hell yeah. I guess we do have to do that eventually. I don't know how far we are with Mantis. Did kill quite a few. Mantis Youth, 6 more and 10 more of the warriors, well unlucky. Yeah, challenging them is a worthy fight and way to die, yeah, that is probably true. Let's look at it that way, not feel bad about killing the now friendly bugs. Honestly, those guys are doing a good job. Not binned by the fucking infection, keeping geekness in check. These guys are gamers. I say killing them for personal gain. Greetings, friend. I'm here to kill you. Mantis hold the line, indeed. That they do. Okay, I'm climbing back up to the city entrance. We're gonna do what Bango isn't doing and go the quote-unquote main path, the most blatantly obvious intended route. So Bango will probably have to abandon ship at some point. It's not like we're gonna be spoiling or revealing that much wild shit or whatever, but I imagine he'd still prefer being completely banned. I think we can play a couple more of those as well, probably for the Hunter's Journal at some point. Something that's really funny about the item randomizer, as I was talking about it earlier, is that you get very weird streaks of items that also sometimes don't really make any semblance of sense. So, like, you get the Hunter's Journal, and instead, like, he shits out a grub in a jar, and you gotta question what the fuck he was doing with the grub in the jar. Or, like, you explore an area, and for some reason the randomizer has decided to replace all pickups in that area with grubs. You find, like, 10 grubs in the Ancient Basin or something, instead of finding the weird mix of items. Like, a lot of funny shit like that happens. Or, like, you read a lore tablet, and poof, out comes a fucking grub out of nowhere. They also made it so the egg guy gives you, like, a randomized pile of loot, basically, instead of eggs. So you can trade them in for, like, an actual item reward pool. Similarly, the rewards from the Grubfather and from the Seer are randomized and stuff. Yes, the rewards are also randomized. Oops, I held for... right. Yep, basically. Acquire egg, trade egg for grub, bring grub to Grubfather, receive geo, trade geo, add slice for more grubs, for more eggs or something. Insert city crest, door opens. Right, Bango, be warned, it is a cube interest place that you haven't been yet time. Resident Knight. But he's at home anyway, hell yeah. There's a funny floor down here. Secret area unlocked, yeah. Only the main progression path. That's a great soundtrack though once we get to the main area. Probably the best one in the game. Is this the station? I think so. Oh yeah, right, we can't reach that yet. Hello, Mr. Guard. Oops. Oh, I got you dead from 4. You need 5, my bad. Those things always remind me of Cave Story. I feel like there's an enemy that shrieks like that when you upset it in Cave Story. But I don't remember enough about that game to actually put my finger on it and go like, oh yeah, it's this one. Or even like remember if that's true or if I'm not just making that up. Oh, let's make it 3 times, not bad. Elevator. Alright, where's the other side one? Lore. Lore never changes. Yo, what up? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys chill here for a moment while I go to the bathroom, baby. It is, yeah. I feel like the music is a little too quiet. I'm gonna turn up the music audio a little bit. Actually, the menu mutes the audio a little bit, so why can I not? I can't press escape to go to the menu again? Well, well, well. Yeah, I would like to go back to the menu and change it, but I can't escape, literally. Give me 1 second. So the game did the thing that games sometimes like to do, where they... Is this plugged in? No, this is also not plugged in. Why can I not... Well, okay, I mean, we just saved it. Let's just Alt 4 real quick, I guess. But yeah, the game does that thing that's a little awkward sometimes for changing audio balance, which is that in menus the audio is muffled, which is a nice touch most of the time, but when you're trying to tune the audio, it's a little more difficult. So I thought the audio was gonna be fine, and then I closed the menu, and the game immediately tells me, no, actually, the audio is gonna be very loud now. Loud says there. Let's maybe do this. It still looks a little loud on the volume thing. Yeah. This is probably roughly where it was before anyway, so I'll try this for now, and if it doesn't, if it's not fine, let me know. I'll keep tweaking. Anyway, hello Coral. Yeah, this is either the same volume or a tiny bit quieter, I feel like. Mission failed successfully. Yeah, we probably only have one chance. Yeah, oh, this time I can open the menu again, very good, so we have multiple chances, but yeah, I'm gonna try this for now. Let me know if it's bad balance-wise now. God damn it. I should also not have spelled in there what I wanted to be done. I got a vault. I love me. Oh yeah, this sign. Not sure if Bango has noticed this sign before. Actually, he hasn't been here. I talk shit. Never mind. He's been only to the far side, to the far eastern side of this. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Oops. I also kind of nuked the title card by going to screen transition by the way. My bad game. Greetings, friend. Just the nailsmith. Sure, here, have $250 to give me the first upgrade. That looks pretty loud. Man, why is audio balance so hard? I should never have tried to mess with it. Let's try just one lower, see how much that makes of a difference. So for any future upgrades, we need a thing called Pale Ore as an upgrade resource. And Pale Ore is pretty rare. There's not a lot of it in the game, because there aren't many upgrades in the game. So it's gonna be at least a little bit before we get to upgrade further. But this basically doubled our damage, so things that took only 2 hits, or things that took 2 hits now take 1 hit, like those flies for example. And I think those are pretty decent state for upgrades for the vast majority of the game. Goodbye that game. Yeah, bad. They heal. As I said earlier, you can kinda, if you fully upgrade the nail, make it a little too easy in my opinion for certain spots. Like some enemies die a little too fast on bosses and mini bosses especially, you just kinda suffer from it a little bit. Cutscene. Oh my god, that's gonna be us in 2 weeks. Greetings, Arnold. Bye. Leg, egg, temple, added to the map. We've already been there. Give me the ways to do the first ending as soon as I get it and say like 90% completion beforehand, and that fight was very, very easy. Yeah. They did, since I did the regular final boss, like the first ending, like you said, but since I first did that, they did make him a lot stronger. Or maybe not a lot stronger, but they did definitely make that a little harder, I think. But it's probably still... I mean, especially if you're also leaning into it a little bit with charms, you can make yourself offensively very, very, very powerful in this game. Am I dumb? I thought I could continue here. I don't have a key, so we can't open those. We can't go anywhere here, because that opens from above. Did I miss something? Flying dickheads. Give it OP for the second anyway. I want to do phase 1 ASAP. Yeah. That is true. For what it's worth, it's also really difficult to find the middle ground for stuff like that, because what is like too much for some player is exactly right for another player. Or even too little for a different player again, so... With stuff like difficulty for those sort of purposes, there's no winning, I believe. There we go, we just go up here. Very good. It did feel weird that we couldn't continue on here. I'll also gladly admit that I'm a bit of a weird one when it comes to this game's difficulty, because like the White Palace is one of my favorite parts of it. Like, unironically, I really enjoy playing it. So there's that. But on my first playthrough, I didn't enjoy the Colosseum very much, for example. So different things, different strokes for different folks. Anyway, this is Lem. Lem buys our relic items that we find. You find these random relics around the map as little exploration rewards, and you can sell them for a predetermined amount of geo. So whenever you find some of those, you come back here and you can trade them in for money, which is pretty nice. It's a good little influx of cash. There's quite a lot of ways of spending geo in this game, if I recall correctly. Yeah. You can go pretty far behind these pillars, huh? I don't remember that. Weird little room. Oops. I did the funny thing where I pressed the wrong button. Very good, man. I did it. Still haven't died yet. Which is a little surprising to me, given that I keep pressing the wrong fucking button, especially in emergency situations when I want to heal. Pressing dash when you want to heal seems like a recipe for disaster, but... I don't know how I hit that fly behind me there, that was kind of sick. Very generous hitbox. Hey, there's a thing up here. Is that an egg? I feel like there's an egg here. Our first egg, I believe. Didn't get far enough. Egg. Was that our first egg? That was our first egg, very good. We acquire egg. Punch up there. Is this the crossing? It is, yeah, we can't do that from this side. all the eggs. We'll try. Actually, I think you can buy an infinite number of them eventually, so maybe not all of the eggs, but egg as a service. Hell yeah, I had forgotten. Thank you. Very good. King Animal, what a game. Cornifer down there. Oh my god, you're not Cornifer. Didn't remember this arena music going this crazy. Is there something on the right side? Oh, that's where we go afterwards, right? Oh, yeah, there's another boss coming up soon. I forgore. I buy bench, but first we talk conquering. I acquire map of area, TY. Corn for Okay, let's have a look-see at the last map. Where are we here? I think we're like center of the screen, like here. And to the left should be the long, not filled in hallway. They're chipping us to the other side of the station. Hello, Zod the Mighty. Yeah. Nah, it's yeah. And this is the station that we arrived at the start. Did you just fly into the spikes? Can't even blame you for that, man, still. I forgot how tall this room is. Kinda unnecessary. I guess it is a storeroom. Oops. No, I'm bad. Right. Okay, I accept my defeat. Let's start again. Can I not jump though? Why can I not wall jump from there? I guess that's barely sloped. Huh, neat. I don't know. I suck ass. Help. Ah, tree, boo, boo, tree, boo. Boo, boo the tree. Bad tree, we don't like these trees. Oh, friends. Feels like it's opening from the other side later on. Can we go up here or something? Keep getting hit by absolutely everything. Simple key for a guy like me, that is very appropriate. So we'll look up here. Wanderer's Journal. I think these are like 400 bucks. At Limbs. Oh, it's the elevator that brings us back to the crossroads. Nice. I forgot about this thing. Very good. Was there a purpose to climbing these walls? Oh, you actually can't get up here. I'm thinking of a different elevator shaft, never mind. Oh, I should do this real quick. Make this path a little easier long term. Map updated. We are in that little top left area with the thing sticking out to the right. We are literally in the thing sticking out to the right as we excavate the stag station. What up, stag? I should swing at the lamp, my lord. Lamp? Well, there's not a lamp. Okay, let's go to Dartmouth real quick and go buy some stuff. We have many money in. We can get the lantern, for example, so we have that for the future. Oh yeah, hold on. So just sit here for a moment. Oh look, she's blushing. How cute. And the night dozes off. Very good. Hello. She thinks highly of her rescuer. Must be some fucking guy. Yeah, certainly some fucking guy. Okay, you don't sell anything new, do you? Since we got all the maps, so we passed by. Don't really need the compass. I guess the compass would be nice to just show you guys where we are on the map when I'm talking about that. We got a mask shard! Yay, our first shard! We could have bought one earlier from Sly for not that much money. The White Savior. She wrote a little poem about us. Look at the fucking Hollow Knight plushie, I want one. Hello, T-Zone.
Cassetto bueno. Cassetto bueno.
Guess somebody likes you? They do, yeah. Very excited whenever I'm near. Getting fun. Give me those, please. Thank you. He also sells a simple key. I almost forgot about them. Anything new to say? Nail upgrades. Weird. Almost like the shopkeeper knows about nails and nailing people. Weird. That's probably not gonna come back in some way, shape, or form. Where am I going? I'm not gonna go into the crossroads. I'm gonna stag station right back to the city of Ass. Greetings, friend. City store. There's one. Graph. Don't really have anything good to put on for one. I guess I really should at some point grab a compass marker. Actually, I think that's 2 notches, isn't it? Maybe that's only one in my brain fuses that with the Gathering Swarm because that's used to be the I have to always use this guaranteed loadout for me. I don't think there's anything up here, but we'll try real quick anyway. There's one of these stations where you actually find an item by hoboing above the roof. But I don't think it's this one. Nope, we're just stuck here. Fair enough. Nothing back here? Nope. Okay. Yeah, Bretta will forever be in love with us for being the great savior that we are. He'll never forget about us. It'll always be true. Did I open the door? I'm sure I opened the door, but I'll double check anyway because I'm paranoid. Very good. Good job, Brian. We did it. We opened the door. Okay. So, we want to rest here because we're actually gonna go into an area where we might die. It's not this guy's arena, because we already put this guy a couple times before. It is this over here, which already looks fancy with the weird mask. Neat looking place. What the fuck is in magic, man? Help. Oh, never mind, you died. No help. Look at all these inscriptions and weird little relics and shit. Crazy. Soul Sanctum, oh my god, they built this for me. I respect them. Oh, and we're back. And we have a shortcut, immediately. And for this, we need a very weird key. An ornate key. That's only going to be relevant much later, I think. I don't think I can pass through that without activating the elevator. Man just keeps humming and drawing his map while I open up a wall directly next to him. I guess I forced him to update his map immediately. Anyway, Soul Sanctum, we're back. So this gives me soul. These guys are dead. Or husks or whatever they're called. I don't know, they're kinda weird. I don't remember the layout of this place. Let's explore. I think there's another fight here, yeah. Bonk. Oh, that's just for the elevator. I have to activate this door differently. Fair enough. Oh yeah, it's probably that lever there. That would fit. Come back down here. Boah, he actually got to shoot. No, I got hit. I'm dead. I need a medic. Don't worry, I can just do myself. But also, I have lore. Hope you got all that. That'll be on the test. Oh yeah, right. This guy. I attacked one side very good. Back down we go. To unlock some sort of shortcut, I think. Oh, hey, damage. My brain is telling me that there's a secret in one of these corners. I don't think that's true. I think my brain is getting this mixed up with another game that has a very similar laid out area where you open a right side path that goes up and down, and the right side down path is just a shortcut to something else. Might even be Animal Well, speaking of that earlier. That has like a similar area where the path branches like that, and for some reason my brain is yelling at me that there's a secret. Go up here on those. Maybe at the end. Oh, was that over here actually? I feel like you can go up here on one of these sort of rooms. Brains can be weird? Yeah, they definitely can be, I agree. Fucking mage. Another fucking wizard. I'm getting absolutely annihilated. How many wizards does it have? Weird little screeching sound effect on the soundtrack there. Oh, breakable floor. In my Soul Sanctum? That room's probably not super... Oh yeah, look, here's the thing I was thinking of. Yeah, I remember this because it spawns like a bajillion of these fucking ghosts at you. Making it shockingly easy to die, given that they're otherwise like kinda not particularly dangerous enemies, but I feel like I was in danger here at some point. I don't remember what the spell twister does. Holy twist my spells. Part of the reason why I keep like remembering some of these rooms as warning, this room is dangerous, is because one of the achievements is to beat the game in Steel Soul mode, which is the permadeath mode. So I at some point played through those for 100, at the time 7 I think was the maximum percent in permadeath mode, so my instinct is still on some of these rooms to be like, hey, this room is dangerous, be careful. Now this room is also a little dangerous. But I think I'll be fine. I don't remember this first version of this fight being that dangerous. Let's find out. The door closed behind me, but there's nothing happening. Oh my god, a shadow in the distance! Could it be another wizard? It's the Soul Master! No, not the Soul Master! Oh, yeah, that's what the shot is. Good job, Brain, you remembered. Oh yeah, he does the fake out. He does the weird run across the stage thing. Oh right, shockwave. Where's the weapon? Oh, I thought I could get a second heal in if I'm greedy. Oh yeah, we get stun phases so we can heal. This attack, which also gives us all the time in the world. I keep forgetting about the shockwaves, even though I've been calling them out multiple times to try and make my brain remember them. I just jumped into that for no reason. I love how he deflates, like he's all flustered up normally, and then when we punch him with it, he goes like, just like a fucking empty balloon. I was greedy and not good at the end. I should not early dash whenever this attack comes up because you can do the fake that he did earlier as well. Where he did like a fake and then dives again. So if I early dash and commit, I can respond to him doing the fake out. I'm lucky that he got staggered there because I think I was gonna get that down. Yeah, pretty bad. And if I dash at the wrong time in prediction to the normal drive, then the fake one will catch me. Sweet, we got a new ability, wow, yay! Boss fight over. Oh, never mind, he's not done. My bad, homie. How do I deal with this fight again? Like those others? I am so bad. I might actually die to those. Hopefully I have a bit of time. Never mind, barely. Now he does. Finally. Give me that funny ability. Oh. Oof. Assume the Desolate Dive. Tap 5 while holding down to strike the earth with a burst of power. Spells will deplete soul. Replenish soul by striking enemies. So we get this now, which is pretty decent. It's mostly used to break breakable floors. There's an upgraded version of this later that is probably the best spell in the game. For not even very good reasons, they just decided this is Giga cracked and made it the best spell in the game. But I'll not complain, I'll use it. You hear the funny floor here. We acquired lure. Money! Every boss fight has to follow with money. Bam! Boom. Think going here first? Wait, this is the boss room again. I'm backtracking, my bad. Didn't think you'd be quite that fast. So this is a little cheeky, if I recall correctly, because by going down here we... Like, I want to say we skip an item that we can't get to yet or something. Yeah, that grub. We can't get that grub. We have to actually backtrack and go all the way around again if we want to get that grub right now. Because you can't cancel the dive, at least not officially. There might be some tech that I'm not privy to. But to get this grub, we'd have to actually go climb all the way back around, I think. Like so. And then remember to go to the left here. I somehow remember that being a little more complex or annoying. Hold on. Maybe I just missed them in some playthrough and then I had to remember to come back again. God damn it. Growled. Good thing we went below him to tell that he is still dead. Very dead, still alive. He's all the way over there, still dead. Not alive. Confirmed dead. No, we're right back in this room. It's almost like they planned for us to be able to come back here. And now we can use this to get out of this place much quicker than before. Wow. I am doing virtual. Don't mind me. I don't really have a reason to go anywhere else right now, huh? I could just, leave. So there were quite a few spots where the dive was blocking us from progressing. Or rather, the lack of dive was stopping us from progressing. Oh, I actually don't want to be up here, I want to be over here. So corner first left because we've officially finished the area. We got a map update. You can kind of see the Soul Sanctum part being this like slightly darker shade of, I guess lavender or like whatever the fuck that color is supposed to be. So we've got all of that done. There was a door blocking us from going further to the right past the statue that you can see at the bottom there. We can't open that yet, I don't think. I don't think we have a way around that. We do have a simple key which we could use to access the sewers, which are just basically straight below us if we just go all the way down. I'm not sure where we want to go next, if that's the way we want to go next. There's a bit missing here in the Queen Station area because that was the Fog Canyon and we didn't get the map from Corner Fair at the time. We didn't have access to him. There's a weird black wall in the way. With wall jump and dash, we have a lot more options though. We can do a lot of stuff in Green Path. We can go up here through this section and do more shit. I want to get the Dream Nail next though, before we do any of that. I don't know what the best route of progressing towards that is. I mean, Crystal Peak would make sense. We also have a pretty decent little chunk of money, so we can do some shopping. Okay, sure, I've made up my mind, let's go Crystal Peak. And do some shopping in Dartmouth on the way. I'd probably not go for much longer. Bango's also already alive and streaming this, so I'll probably just send you guys over there and like, well, depending on how well we get along with the area and how fast we progress. But like, soon adjacent. Why he fucking threw that shot? I thought I could just ignore these guys, but they're actually giving me a little more trouble than I expected. Is this gonna be the pure Fable first though? I am bad. This almost was the pure Fable first off. I was considering doing this on Steel Soul, but I wanted to just kinda chill and not really try too hard. So while I will try to stay alive as much as I can, I will not be super sad if we end up dying. Steel Soul being the primitive node. I figured that'd be kind of fun, but if we do end up trying to get the Godhome stuff done, like the late game expansion stuff that I've never done, then trying that for the first time, especially on permadeath, would be very, very silly of me. Let's go to Dartmouth, spend some money, and then go Crystal Peak. I need to keep a little bit of money for myself. Actually, that's not true. I don't need to because I have dive, so we don't need to use Geo to access the place. But I'll try to keep some money around anyway. So it's good to have a bit of spare money.
Not the boss, Geo.
Not the boss, Geo. Alright, let's get a mask shard. We can probably get another one. These scale in price a little bit. I think he has like 3 total, I wanna say. I'm not sure.
Not the boss, Geo.
500. We could afford another one. I could also get another simple key. Where do we need keys? We need one for EG over to the right here. We need one for the sewers. We need one in the sewers to unlock Godhome. There's at least one more I want to say. Could just buy both of these fragments, honestly. That seems fun. We're pretty close to a mask upgrade. I think we could get one if we go back to the crossroads and explore a little bit. Oh, that's the last one he sells this one? I thought he had one more, maybe. Oh, well. Oh, maybe he sells another one when we get to the storeroom. So we can find a key to the storeroom and then that upgrades his stock, I think. At least I want to say that that's how that works. Oh yeah, also Bretta isn't sitting there, she's in her bed sleeping now. Oh, Menderbug! He left. Fucking rare Menderbug. Second time I came down here after the sign was broken, and we immediately get one. Crazy! We don't go to the top there, to the silly place, we go in here. This is a silly but slightly less silly place. You still doing alright, love? You look a little exhausted. She's starting to forget her song and she's like not doing super well on the game. It's weird, almost like we're progressing the story and things are changing. Now that couldn't be it. We would never do something inadvertently bad. Or temporarily make life worse for people. And by temporarily make life worse, I mean possibly also killing some of them afterwards as a result. Anyway, yeah, we do want to be up here. I wasn't entirely sure where we wanted to be to get an item here, but I did remember there being an item on this descent. I think that's the only one though. Yeah. We could have also just climbed back up anyway. There's a descent coming up soon where we might not be able to climb back up so easily. I might not remember correctly. So this is the dark room where we would have needed the lantern to activate this toll booth and a geo to get in here. We didn't technically need this because we obviously had access to Descending Dark, so we could, that's not what it's called, a Descending Dive, I think, which allowed us to just get in here the normal way. Speaking of descending dive, let's employ some very, very powerful magic and get rid of these guys very quickly. So this will be the other way into Crystal Peak. Like, they both link up pretty quickly here. So either you have the lantern and then you can pay $50 to get in here, or you get the dive! Not kick, but at least dive. And then you can skip the lantern. Or you can look at it the other way around, that the lantern allows you to skip the dive. There's a bunch of stuff here. I don't have this map well in my brain at the moment. So we're gonna be doing a couple loop-de-loops, I think, as I try to remember my bearings and where things are relative to one another. So I was somewhat recently here actually during my short stay with a randomizer. But I had basically no mobility, so I was very, very limited from exploring. I think this is the path to progression. There's a bench further down that I could have taken instead. Oh, there's a shortcut here, known as Pog Axe. Let's see if I can get Pog Axe. No, I couldn't. Ow. Let's stop trying. So basically the idea is you like jump, dash, pogo on the axe mid-air, dash onto the ledge, like the sideways ledge there, and then you can climb up real quick, and that's slightly faster than going to the left room in the normal speedrun road. But it's like very hard and slightly inconsistent because it's depending on the enemy behavior, so you shouldn't really go for it. I just find the name Pogax very funny, so I have to go for it. I'll just tell you. Okay, we can probably do this. Oh yeah, we can just climb to this. I was trying this climb without movement stuff, basically, by just pogoing on all the spikes, and I got relatively close, but this part I couldn't do, so I was just... I got to that part and I was like, oh, unlucky. Anything else here for us? I don't think so. Does this go anywhere? Oh yeah, there's a room over here. Let's have a quick look. I felt like I was very faintly hearing Corner Fire. I don't remember where he is in Crystal Peak. There's a grub. Corner Fire looks pretty good. Oh, it's this room. I don't know this room. Isn't this the one that has the bench at the bottom? No, it's not. Can't be far though. It might be the room to the left here. These guys are pretty nasty. The spike shooting ones. It's gonna be the odd room where they're gonna make life pretty bad for us. That's the bench. Very good. I want to say Cornifer is somewhere to the left of here, so let's have a quick look. We jumped up here instead of exploring last time. Well, there isn't that much to explore, I suppose. Let's go over here and go downstairs, if there was a downstairs. I want to say there was. Oops. Oh, there is none. Huh. What was I thinking of? Well, I'm just wrong. Never mind. Don't listen to me. This one again. And done. Fuck me, I'm done. But remember, kids, it's easy to stay alive if you just heal whenever you take damage. As long as you're staying at full HP, dying is a lot harder than if you don't stay at full HP. Oh yeah, it's these guys. So these guys are a little annoying. They're invincible to melee attacks. Because they're like covered in crystal, so you have like these weird cycles that you have to deal with. You can kill them with spells. I don't know if all spells, but you can get rid of them technically. Were you stuck? What happened to you? Oh, that's fine for snaps. Let's follow the trail! It's a clever way of using these kind of enemies because you have these little gaps in the wall so they can shoot through them to make it a little bit more interesting. So rather than having artificial lasers, you have both like the enemies as well as lasers as well at the same time. So try to have more than 0 HP. You get it. That's exactly the point. Greetings. Give map please 2 I might end up needing this map a lot because again, memory hazy and brain bub. Can we do like something weird? No we can't, this is not so what's gonna do. I'm weirdly shit at fighting these minor guys. They keep getting hits on me because I'm a little like neglectful and dumb. I felt like there was another path down here that we didn't explore because I followed corner first maps right away. Let's have a quick look. Whoa, the double. That's unhelping. Another good way of getting soul back here, so I'll not go there after all and instead go up here. And get some soul back from those climby guys up there. Not these ones, but the one on the right, for example. So, I think that's just a seal or something. Oh, the shopkeeper's key! Hey, speak of what I was saying earlier about shopkeeper's storeroom or extra supplies or whatever. Bench! Isn't this the Crystal Guardian or whatever the fuck it's called? I might die if I start this with not full HP and 0 soul. I'd prefer not dying to avoidable death like that. I'm fine if I like just suck at combat and fail, but if I could easily prevent the death by just being slightly more prepared, then I'll instead be slightly more prepared. It is, in my mind, inevitable that we'll die before we even get close to completing the main game. I don't expect to be just able to fully off the cuff first try this. Hello friend, this bench seems a little claimed, let's maybe change this. So as you can see, this guy is alive and he flees upwards, and there's a harder version of this fight. I don't think we can do it right away. I think the game will... yeah, we can't get up there, at least on paper. There might be some trickery, so we can get up there early. But yeah, we'd have to like chase him down at some point and fight him again for some reward. And the second version is significantly harder if I recall correctly. Let's go around the left side then. This seems like it's the end of the area, and I don't want to be at the end of the area yet. I want to go all the way up. We did just rest, didn't we? Did I not rest after defeating him? I didn't. Guess the map had not been updated. Or maybe it's just the one extra room that I just entered. I can see my house from here. So there's obviously something up there, or like maybe that's an interest or something, but we can't do anything with that yet. Now we're at the very top above where we were earlier. No, I fucked up. Trickery, hooray! Well, I don't really benefit from being up here. I just wanted to see if I could do it. Oh, I'm trying to heal even though I'm killing me. Imagine taking damage in a video game, that just could not be me. I basically know it this entire run so far. Like, the damage taken is like around 0, I reckon. I haven't been keeping track, but I don't think I ever got hit. Like, why would I just go get it if I could instead not go hit? You know? Feel all good. I could have just moved on with my life when they were up there for a moment, but well. And we're up here. But we couldn't pass from below. You can't attack these guys from behind because the crystals are covering them. Thought I heard the breakable floor noise and just going inside this one. Keep doing them. There are some crushers here, if I recall correctly. To the left here, maybe? Upstairs? This is the good room, though. I don't think we can make that. Maybe with, if we can figure out how to do the funny speaker. Nah, that doesn't really get me far. I was gonna say, like, maybe if I shoot twice, I can barely get over there or something. I got shot. Oh. I'm button home. Oh my god, how will we ever get back? That looks impossible to cross. Oh, what's the shiny thing that's like glowing very intensely as I get closer? Oh my god, the floor disappeared behind us. How will we ever get back? Oh, we got the crystal heart. Never mind, we're fine. So we get the super dash basically. We hold button and then we go. Whee! All the way back to whence we came. And now I remember that we don't actually need to double jump, we just need the crystal dash because you can do this from the wall. Okay, let's go back up because there was that egg that we didn't get yet. Are we taking this too long? What's this section for? This guy's my dodge on the game. That's the first one we opened. Surely there's a passage to the left here to get to egg. Ah, here. We have found access to egg. Not another breakable floor, is there? No. It's funny because these breakable floors are essentially hidden in plain sight. If you just walk along the ground, you will often hear the audio cue or see the visual cue, because there's also a bit of a visual cue as the ground like quakes a little bit and some pebbles and shit come up as you cross it. But the problem is that you have this dash, so you're always like jumping and dashing, like at least 99% of the time. Which in turn means you're not actually walking across the floor, and if you're not walking across the floor, then you're not getting the audio and visual cue. So you're kind of getting punished for like going too fast. Maybe that wasn't the hard section yet. Very complicated mechanism just to open the floor. Oh wait, I'm missing something. There was another path down here, wasn't there? Oh, it turns off the machinery, right, that's why that was so elaborate. Fair enough, my bad. I talk shit for no reason. Oh, we're here! Nice, this was where I was going to backtrack to when we found Corner First map, and I was like, oh, I'll double back to the point where we started following a trail. And then I got hit a bunch, and I was like, actually, let's not die too bad. So, we have caught up in that regard as well. Far away to be hit by the first phone. I'm okay. There we go. No, I forgot that. Almost was wrong. Just a smidge of patience. There was a path downstairs there, right? Yeah, I see a hole. Oh, this also turns off the crushers again. I was gonna say I'll explore, even if there's more crushers. But I wanna see what place this path goes, because I think I know. Actually, that was not where I expected to go, my bad. That was completely wrong. But basically, I was gonna say it leads to the bottom right of the area overall, because there's a path downwards that we didn't take yet. Through the dark room. This is one of the scary rooms. The issue is that not only are these annoying flying shooty guys there, but they also leave spikes even if they miss you, so if you don't see them and don't respond to them properly, you end up taking damage. And the second thing that happens is what happened right there. If you take damage at the wrong time and fall into the crystals, you get hit twice, because you take damage from the initial hit and you take damage from landing in the crystals and have your position reset. So it's very easy to accumulate a lot more damage than you might be expecting, which can kill you pretty quickly. Not that I'd know, of course. I'd never die to silly things like that. Anyway, so here's a big open area. We can cross over here and get a spell upgrade if we have access to this yet. I don't know. We should be able to. So we're inside one of these shaman rooms, and since we have the dive, we can do this. Ah, these are actual spikes, never mind. A heal. Okay, nothing on the sides. So this place is a little fucky, another very good place to die, for obvious reasons. So this might be where we're ending our no-death run. But not quite here, not quite yet. Lack of music suddenly making everything much more dramatic. I jumped too high, whoops. Unfortunate. Just like this. So the best way I find to deal with enemies like this is to... Well, those guys are specifically weak to being attacked from above because they can only shoot downwards because their spikes are below them. So if you can stay above them, then that's a good way of dealing with them. But the thing I was going to suggest and generally say is to just ignore them. As long as you keep moving at a steady pace in a section like that, they don't actually hit you fast enough. So you can kind of just keep going. There's something to the top left there. Is it just the return? That might just be the return though. Nope, that is where we're going. This was the optional path. I'll wait real quick for these to reset. You can reset them manually, like if you hit them while you're above them, you can do that. 18. Oh, let's just grab our upgrade then. Oh my god, a snail shaman, he's encrystaled. Let's crystallized or something, let's do him. Nope, it was the darkness, never mind. This is awesome. I think it's Descending Dark, isn't it? So this spell is, as they say, bonkers. Not only in general are spells really good at doing damage, especially once you get a couple charms to upgrade them, because there are some charms that just straight up increase spell damage. This one in particular is good because it makes you invincible basically for the entire duration. Like, until I have control of my character again after that dive, I am fully invincible to absolutely everything, and it does a large amount of damage around me in a very large area, which in total just means that Descending Dark is one of the best abilities in the game. It is absolutely crazy. There was a little ledge, I saw that. Oh, I don't remember what's up there. Interesting. Anyway, we're in the Ancestral Mound. The game hasn't told us this yet, but we'll find out very soon. We'll have a set piece here in a second, and then afterwards we'll unlock a new thing, and then I'm gonna call it a day. This looks important. Oh my god, I'm trapped. Help. Well, I guess I'll read the lore then, but I'm not actually gonna read it. Get fucked. I'm not looking. You can't make me read it. Even if you trap me. Haha. Get fucked, game. I'm just being silly. The lore is great in this game, by the way. It's very fun. These fuckers again. Oh my god, I'm being blinded. Flashbang. I have nowhere to go. Help. Somebody, help. Oh, hey. There's somebody. Help me. Thankfully this doesn't kick me out of the dream because, well, I'm trapped in the dream until I break out, so it just respawns me right here. Doesn't even do damage. Hello. Oh my god, I get something. What is this? This must be good. Taken the dream nail to charge and slash with the nail cut through the veil between dreams and wanking. Alright, I'll do that. This is the seer. Best voice lines in the game. So we now have the dream nail. It allows us to collect essence. There are a couple ways we can collect essence. For one, if we kill something, there is a very small chance. I don't know what the chance is. It feels like 1% or something. Also a great soundtrack here. There's a 1% chance whenever we kill something that we get 1 essence from it, just randomly. There is a type of challenge run called low percent, which tries to get as few items as possible. That still needs to get a bunch of essence to unlock later stages of the game. And in low percent, you have to farm this essence that you need, like 2000 something, by killing enemies. So the run spends like 40 hours just mindlessly killing enemies to farm enough essence, which is miserable. So that's not what we're going to be doing. The second way of getting essence is what we're doing right here, which is you select one of these dream trees, and then essence appears, and you collect it. And if you collect all of it, you can even go to the dream tree and get some more lore for it. I do not like these dream trees. They are a little better if this is your first visit in an area. Like if it's like, for example here, this is my first time here, so following this essence around and gathering all of it allows me to see all of the area. So it like gives me a little guided tour, if you will. But I still have to come back and actually, if you can hear it complete there upstairs. I still have to come back and actually look at the tree if I want my lore reward, so it feels a little ass still, even on a first explore open area. Dead, remember, Penitent Moth, dreams are rare, and that's our great reward. But the actual reward is that I got 20 essence from that. So that's one way we can do this. There's a conifer here that we missed, so we'll have to go by the map in Dirtmouth, which isn't too bad. You can just activate that with the lever, very nice. And then the major ways that we're getting essence is by doing mini-boss fights. There are certain areas where there are ghosts hanging out, and you can challenge some of these to, like, boss fights, or mini-boss fights. And as a reward, you usually get a pretty decent chunk of essence, and that's what we're going to be mostly doing. And that's probably also the main intended way of getting the vast majority of your essence overall. So, that is much more reasonable. Hello.
Oh.
The key to your storeroom. Where the fuck is this in Crystal Peak? Why did you leave it there? Why did you drop that there? What happened there, buddy? So he's at Sprint Master, which I think makes you move slightly faster by running, which is weird. He has Heavy Blow, which increases knockback, which is terrible. He has the Elegant Key. An explorer found this fancy key floating in the waterways of the city far below us. I've not cleaned it. Is that the Sanctum one? I thought that was an Ornate one. I don't remember what the Elegant Key is for. But yeah, we have another vessel fragment here. Let's go over to Conifer de Zeldas and quickly buy... Oops, wrong door. Quickly buy the map that we just missed, essentially. Like reasonable around here. Yeah, mostly. Like the tag below the stream says good ideas only, so we only do the good idea things. She also sets a bunch of map pins. I'll probably just grab these, why not, fuck it. These mark elements for you on the map. There's also a couple of colored ones at the very bottom that don't mark anything by default, but that you can manually place to keep track of things on your map, which is also alright. So this is the Warrior Graves pin. This is what I was talking about some of these ghosts hanging out in certain locations, so you can fight them for essence basically. And the Warrior Graves are what's being marked there. Stagway stations, hot springs, stores, benches, all of the pins. And yeah, all of these four are for us to mark things ourselves on the map. So if we now look at our map, this button, you can see that there's all these pins on it to highlight important locations and shit. So we can see that there's cocoons marked now, benches marked now, merchants, hot springs, stag stations. And suddenly this map looks a lot more nice, useful, and a lot less disorienting. It would be easier, there's a thing we could have bought here as well for 220. Which shows me on the map, which always makes it a lot easier to deduce where you actually are, especially for viewers. I think it's probably much better, and I should be putting this on, since I'm streaming this. But normally you don't really need it if you're playing it yourself, because you can usually deduce where you are from the terrain around you. Like, the areas look unique and interesting enough that you can usually say, oh, this is the room that I'm in, probably. And then you can just navigate around you, and then you don't really need it. But yeah, with all the pins on it, this map is a lot more fancy and a lot more useful. You can see some areas that we didn't really explore yet. There's some stuff to the left of this vertical shaft that we didn't really explore. We can't go there yet, we need an item for that we don't have. There might be a trick to circumvent that, but if so, I'm not sure if that's true. There's something missing here, where we are in the center of the screen. Green path we didn't really explore, there's a lot of dead ends here. I did point that out while we were there, that we were just kind of progressing rather than exploring thoroughly. Part of the reason why I wanted to progress a little bit more, especially once we were done with the City of Tears, is because I wanted this Dream Nail so I can start not only fighting these warrior spirits, as we were just talking about, but also just start randomly getting some essence. There were also a couple essence trees that we couldn't interact with yet, so you kind of want the Dream Nail relatively early so you can start doing shit. But yeah, we've already explored quite a bit of the map, pretty large chunk uncovered. There's also a bit of the map over here that we were in, but we couldn't really do anything with yet, so there's also a couple rooms here that we've been to but not really done anything with. But yeah, I'll leave the rest of that for next time. I'm going to call it a stream here. I'll leave this music playing while we do the outro thing.